There is this a very specific kind of dread that I think anyone who's building an online presence has felt at some
Oh,
point.
yeah. The endless content treadmill.
Exactly. I mean, you sit down, you pour your heart and your soul and
Yeah.
probably like 3 cups of coffee into writing this incredibly thoughtful, comprehensive piece of content, right?
A total masterpiece.
Yeah. And you hit publish, and for about, I don't know, 5 seconds, there is this immense wave of satisfaction.
But then reality sets in.
It totally does. It just evaporates. You look at your calendar and you realize tomorrow is another day. And the feed is just this insatiable, gaping maw.
It really never stops asking for more.
No, it doesn't. You break your back making this great thing, and the internet basically just says, cool, what's next?
Which is exhausting. I mean, nobody has the energy for that constantly.
Exactly. But what if you never had to write a next piece again for like an entire month?
Now that is the dream.
Right. What if one single blog post held the exact algorithmic DNA that you needed to feed that gaping maw for 30 days straight?
That's exactly what we're looking at today.
Yeah, today in our deep dive, we are completely tearing down the AI architectures that actually make that possible.
We're looking at how to take one central piece of work and fracture it, really, into a month of highly optimized, platform-specific content.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because honestly, if we can get the mechanics right here, this is the ultimate shortcut to working smarter without sacrificing, an ounce of quality.
It really is. I mean, it fundamentally changes the unit of measurement for your time.
Right. We aren't just talking about like simple automation anymore.
No, not at all. We are no longer talking about the kind of automation where a machine just spits out robotic scraped text just to fill a quota.
Yeah, that stuff is so obvious when you read it.
Exactly. What we are examining today is a fundamental workflow shift. It's about using artificial intelligence to ingest your foundational thinking, identify the core insights, and formulate customized messages that really resonate across different platforms.
So before we even get into the day-to-day tactical breakdown of turning one post into 30, I feel like we need to look under the hood of the engine making this possible.
Oh, for sure. We need to understand the mechanism.
Right, because we are moving from total manual overwhelm to this highly streamlined strategy. But when we talk about AI streamlining the process from ideation to publication, what are we really talking about?
Well, it's about the heavy lifting. These AI tools analyze just vast amounts of data to identify trending topics and audience preferences.
So it's basically doing the market research for you.
Exactly. It ensures that the generated content is both relevant and engaging. And then it assists in the drafting, the editing, and the optimizing.
Okay, so if I'm picturing this, it's almost like having a brilliant digital sous chef.
Oh, I like that analogy.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the AI is prepping all the ingredients, it's chopping the onions, making the stock, so that you, the head chef, can just focus on the menu's overall flavor.
That's a perfect way to look at it. It frees creators from getting bogged down by the routine aspects of writing and formatting.
But I do have to push back here for a second. Because, if AI is doing all the drafting and analyzing trends, don't we risk losing our original thought in the process?
That's a super common fear, actually.
I mean, it feels like it could just wash out our unique voice, right?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, the AI's role is strictly to handle the routine aspects.
The chopping and the prep work.
Exactly. It allows creators to elevate their role to higher-level strategic tasks. The original blog post is still entirely the human's original work.
Okay, so the AI is just taking that original work and maximizing its value.
Yes, and its reach, while massively minimizing the time and resources you spend on it.
I mean, let's explore that for a second. What does that actually mean for, say, a small business proprietor or even just an experienced marketer?
It means a complete shift in their day-to-day workflow. Think about the hours spent just staring at a blank cursor, trying to reformat a blog post into a Twitter thread.
Oh, it's agonizing. It takes hours.
Right. But if the AI handles that, it means more time for actual strategy. You're not replacing your brain. You're just offloading the administrative burden.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So we have our AI sous chef ready to go.
Knives are sharpened.
Exactly. But we need to give it the right ingredients. So the first step in this 1 to 30 conversion is pinpointing the essential themes of the original blog post.
Which is so crucial. You have to distill the core messages first.
Because if you just copy and paste the same thing for 30 days, people will unfollow you immediately.
Exactly. Distilling those core messages creates related materials that resonate across platforms, but it also ensures messaging consistency.
And consistency is vital for brand identity. Right.
Totally. Plus, focusing on those central themes allows creators to really tailor their outreach strategies.
Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting to me. How do you actually distill a post without just, repeating yourself for 30 days straight?
Well, it's about the difference between repetition and consistency.
Okay, break that down for me.
Repetition is saying the exact same thing over and over. Consistency is driving it the same core truth from entirely different angles.
Ah, okay. So identifying key topics allows you to tailor that outreach.
Yes. Every post derived from that core theme serves a specific purpose. Some might be crafted to spark interaction, others to drive traffic, and others just to foster community engagement.
Let's use a hypothetical example just to make this concrete for you listening. Let's say you wrote a massive blog post about healthy eating.
Okay, classic topic. Lots of ground to cover there.
Right. So the core topics we might distill from that one post could be time-saving recipes, nutritional facts, and mental clarity.
That's a perfect breakdown. You've got three distinct avenues right there.
Yeah, and those three avenues give you 30 days of content that all point back to that same healthy eating brand identity without it feeling redundant at all.
Exactly, because one day you're giving a quick recipe, the next you're sharing a hard fact about vitamins, and the next you're talking about brain fog.
It's all the same source material, but the audience experiences it differently.
Precisely. Which brings us to the next big hurdle. We have our core themes.
Right.
But if you just deliver the exact same type of text post for a month, you're going to put your audience to sleep.
Oh, absolutely. Text fatigue is a real thing. So how do we physically package these themes?
We have to create diverse formats. That is non-negotiable.
Okay, so we're talking about repurposing that single blog post into infographics, video snippets, podcasts, social media posts, the whole spectrum.
Yes, and the reason this is so important is because it taps into multiple learning styles.
You mean like visual, auditory, and kinesthetic learners?
Exactly. Not everyone wants to read a 500-word text block. Some people need to hear it or see it visually represented.
It kind of reminds me of water taking the shape of its container.
Oh, I like that. How do you mean?
Well, like a quick Twitter update is just a splash. An engaging Instagram story is more of a steady stream. And a detailed YouTube video is a deep pool.
That's a great visual. And the thing is, this multifaceted distribution isn't just about trying to be everywhere all at once.
Right. It's not just spamming the internet.
No, it's about accessibility. By adapting the format, you broaden your reach to audience segments that might completely ignore a text post.
Yeah, like I might scroll right past a long paragraph, but I will totally stop scrolling for a really well-designed infographic.
Most people will. And it also severely enhances the longevity of your content. One core message gets seen and appreciated repeatedly in completely different media.
So there's a psychological impact there, right? This idea of having multiple conversations with the audience.
Definitely. Seeing a video snippet on Monday and then a related infographic on Thursday, it creates this sense of ubiquity.
It makes the brand feel like it's everywhere, maintaining this sustained engagement.
Right, without it feeling annoying because the container changed.
Okay, so within these diverse formats, there's actually one specific visual strategy that is highlighted as incredibly effective for maximizing reach.
Yes, the visual anchor, turning text into striking visuals.
It's transforming impactful quotes into visually appealing graphics. I feel like everyone does this, but when it works, it really works.
It does. It uses striking typography and cohesive color schemes to communicate ideas really succinctly.
But I mean, everybody loves a good quote graphic. What makes it more than just pretty words on a screen?
It goes back to evoking emotional responses.
Okay, tell me more about that.
Well, pairing compelling visuals with impactful text creates a highly digestible, memorable representation of your brand's key messages.
It just hits the brain faster than plain text.
Exactly. It maintains your visual identity while really streamlining the content creation process. And it significantly increases shareability.
Because people love sharing aesthetics that make them look smart.
Oh, 100%. It's a badge of identity for the person sharing it.
So for you listening, this is honestly one of the easiest 1 to 30 hacks. You just go into your single blog post, pull out 5 or 6 strong quotes.
Which the AI can do for you in seconds.
Right. And boom, you have nearly a week's worth of highly shareable content right there.
It's incredibly efficient.
Mm.
But we have to be careful here. Visuals look great, but if the audience is just passively scrolling past them, the engagement is going to fall flat eventually,
Yeah, passive consumption is kind of the enemy of growth. So, to truly capture audience interest, the content actually has to demand participation,
which means moving from broadcasting to conversing. Interactive content.
like inviting active participation through quizzes, polls, or interactive infographics.
Exactly. You are literally transforming passive viewers into active contributors.
But, okay, let me play devil's advocate for a second. So, what does this all mean for the creator? It kind of sounds like we're just playing games with the audience.
It can feel that way if it's done poorly, but what's fascinating here is that this is actually a dual benefit strategy.
Okay, how so?
It's not just a game. First, it deepens the connection, which increases the likelihood of conversions later on.
Because they physically interacted with your brand?
Right. And second, it provides incredibly valuable data. The more users interact, the more insights you glean about their preferences and behaviors.
Well, that makes sense. You're basically running mini focus groups all month.
Exactly. Plus, the algorithms heavily favor engagement-driven posts.
Right, because the algorithm's only goal is to keep people on the platform. So if a poll stops the scroll, the algorithm rewards it.
Yes. It leads to organic sharing and a much wider reach. It creates this massive ripple effect.
So a poll doesn't just engage the person voting. The algorithm sees that interaction and actively pushes the content to new audiences.
Which ultimately drives traffic straight back to the original blog post.
Yeah.
It's an organic growth engine.
Man, that is smart. Right, okay, so we are engaging the audience with our own interactive content. But a vibrant 30-day strategy can't just be a brand talking about itself nonstop, right?
No, absolutely not. You have to build trust by curating relevant articles.
Which means sharing curated articles to foster community and position the brand as a thought leader.
It provides valuable insights, enhances credibility, and cultivates trust.
It sparks conversations by sharing diverse perspectives and expert opinions. But wait, I have a crucial question here.
Go for it.
If our entire goal is to maximize the reach of our single blog post, why on earth are we sharing other people's articles in our 30-day plan?
It does seem like a paradox, doesn't it? Like you're sending traffic away.
Yeah, it feels counterproductive.
But curating high-quality content actually supplements your original posts. It proves to the audience that your brand is committed to being a valuable resource, not just a self-promoter.
Ah, okay, so it's about positioning. You're a trusted filter, not just a salesperson.
Exactly. This builds immense trust. So when you do finally link back to your own original blog post, the audience is actually much more likely to click.
Because their defenses are down. You've already proven you only share good stuff.
Precisely. You've built the credibility architecture.
Wow, okay. That is a huge paradigm shift. So we have all our pieces now. We have videos, quote, graphics, polls, and these curated articles.
A full arsenal of content.
Yeah. But if we just throw them all online at random, we're going to completely ruin the recipe. We need a systematic approach.
The architecture of delivery. Consistency and scheduling.
Right. Establishing a daily routine ensures the brand remains top of mind.
And you have to time those posts to align with peak audience activity to maximize reach.
It's kind of like a TV network scheduling its shows.
Oh, that's a brilliant comparison.
Like you wouldn't put your absolute best $1 million show on at 3 a.m.
No, you'd waste the asset. You put it on at prime time.
Exactly. And to manage all that, you really have to use social media management tools to streamline the distribution.
You can't do it manually. It's too much.
Man.
And just like a network has a distinct feel, maintaining a consistent brand voice across all mediums is vital.
So the message, the tone, the personality, it all has to match, whether it's a newsletter, a social post, or the blog itself.
Right. It's all about emotional connection. Consistency isn't just about the visual aesthetics. It builds reliability.
People know what to expect when they see your logo.
Exactly. When a team aligns around a well-defined voice, it streamlines content creation and ensures the audience instantly recognizes the brand, regardless of the format.
Okay, so the 30 days are scheduled, the posts are running, the voice is consistent, but the AI's job still isn't done, is it?
Not even close. You have to ensure the next 30 days are even better.
And we do that by listening to the data, the AI feedback loop.
Yes. Analytics and optimization. Analyzing metrics like engagement, reach, and impressions is absolutely essential.
Because the AI tools uncover patterns in user behavior and optimal posting times that a human just wouldn't catch.
Exactly. It processes vast amounts of telemetry data in the background.
So it facilitates real-time adjustments. But, it sounds like AI acts as this real-time compass.
Hmm.
How quickly should a creator realistically pivot if a format just isn't working?
Well, the approach needs to be highly adaptive. You're fostering a responsive, agile brand presence.
So we aren't waiting until the end of the month to review the data.
Oh no. Comparing different formats like graphics versus text isn't a post-mortem done on day 31. It's a continuous cycle of improvement.
Oh, wow. So if the AI notes that interactive infographics are vastly outperforming text updates on day 10, what do you do?
You pivot mid-month, you capitalize on that success immediately, and swap out the underperforming content.
That is incredibly powerful. You're never wasting time pushing a strategy that the audience is currently ignoring.
Exactly. You are always aligned with their real-time preferences.
This has been such a journey, so let's just recap what we've unpacked today.
It's a lot of ground to cover.
It is.
Yeah.
We started with leveraging AI to save massive amounts of time, then extracting core themes from a single post,
Morphing those themes into diverse and interactive formats.
wrapping them in striking visual quotes, scheduling them meticulously like a TV network, and using AI analytics to constantly evolve.
It's a complete ecosystem.
It really is. For you listening, this method doesn't just stretch your content, it profoundly strengthens your audience connections.
It does. But, there's one final lingering idea I think we should mull over before we wrap up.
Oh, what's that?
Well, think about where this is heading. If AI becomes perfectly adept at analyzing our data to optimize content formats, posting times, and emotional triggers, basically creating the perfect engaging feed, will audiences eventually develop a psychological immunity to optimized content?
Oh, wow. Like we just become blind to the perfection.
Exactly. And if so, might the future of true thought leadership require us to occasionally bypass the AI altogether?
To intentionally post something raw.
Yes. Something intentionally raw, unoptimized, and wildly unpredictable just to prove there's still an actual human breathing behind the screen.
That is wow. That is a wild thought to leave on. The idea that to beat the perfect algorithm, you have to be intentionally imperfect.
So something to think about.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for breaking this all down today. And for you listening, we wish you a great week of deep thinking and incredibly smart content creation. We'll catch you next time.